First tonight, a heated battle over books in Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools. Good evening. Thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Alicia Barnes.
And I'm Brian Blakely. Tonight, parents took a stand saying they are far from giving up on the fight to ban books they believe are too sexually explicit and pornographic. Queen City News reporter Daniel Pierce sat in on tonight's tense meeting, which just wrapped up. Daniel, those parents also want to hold educators who promote any of these books accountable.
Yeah, and parents, as you heard in our open, parents are ready to fight. And these right here are conversations that are happening in school districts across the country whenever it comes to these banned books. Tonight, some of the parents read off of some of the lines that they say are in the very books that their children have the ability to check out at their school. But tonight, educators started to push back, saying some of it was misinformation and that just by banning a book doesn't stop the material.
There's a difference between book banning and a parent insisting that their child doesn't have unfettered access to sexually explicit material in schools.
I'm calling for an investigation into the principal and the teachers who are promoting this pedophilia, rape, and incest.
Parents say campuses with banned books on its library shelves are failing the very students sent to learn there.
I know about anatomy. Teach anatomy. I had anatomy in school. We learned about body parts, what the functions were. It was never nothing that explicit, nothing that's sexual.
In February, CMS pulled 2 books from its libraries at Palisades and West Charlotte High School because of explicit sexual content. Let's talk about it and Sex Plus, learning, loving, and enjoying your body. Parents say there's more books out there.
Encourage kids to come to the library today and check out a banned book. And these books are filled with filth and pornography.
This particular one talks about rape of a father of a 7-year-old girl.
Teachers, though, are taking a stand, arguing the narrative being pushed is complete misinformation.
I believe we have bad actors churning out faux outrage who shriek about things like pornography, as well as diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, and I want them to know that we see you.
This far-right push to ban and restrict information is a well-funded national agenda. This is not a homegrown problem with parents reading books their children bring home and finding problematic passages.
Teachers say they agree parents have the right to have serious discussions about sex with their children, but shouldn't ban books because it makes them uncomfortable.
Their righteous indignation does not trump others' right to freely access such material.
Stripping our school libraries of books that address sex and history honestly will not keep them from seeking out information about these topics on their own.
Now, tonight I did reach out to CMS representatives and asked them if they are going to be investigating any campuses like what you heard from parents. That is what they want to see. The board has not responded to us. And since this was a school board meeting, the school board members were not actually able to address the public during this public comment section. Live in Uptown, Daniel Pierce, Queen City News.